Well, if you're tuned in right now, you're listening to Yashae live with Nakia on Endie Fiya, and this is Love Oasis, the title track from her forthcoming EP, due to be released February 2019. You can pre-order January 5th, 2019. This is Love Oasis.
My boyfriend has a problem. I think I am his problem. 'Cause when he comes home late from work, instead of dinner and dessert, I just gotta cause a problem. He knows he has a problem, so thank God I'm not alone. 'Cause when he sees them other girls, he just cannot control his feelings. He just gotta feel them out. Shit. Baby, I'm trying.
Love Oasis. That was Love Oasis. You know, I could feel there was so much passion in that song. Like I don't remember what the other song you said was. I don't even remember now. Like I don't even think I want to go listen to that one. Like I there was so much passion And that song, like I just had to sit back and just like normally I keep track of, all right, so the song is 4 minutes, all right, so, I got 4 minutes, and I'm gonna just be here 4 minutes. But just to sit back and actually listen to a song and let it take you away, actually be on the beach, that oasis that you're talking about, trying to live in the moment of the song, be in the moment, listen to the words, be in that place with that person, but then feel the passion of the artist. I mean, I don't know if you were talking or speaking from experience, I'm sure, or talking about somebody else's pain, but you could just, I don't know, that was your technical song. That was it. You could feel it. I hadn't listened to that one.
Thank you so much.
I like that.
Thank you.
That's in my playlist.
Thank you so much.
That's definitely in my playlist. Guys, make sure that you pre-order that. Make sure you pre-order Love Oasis. The EP drops February the 5th. Yes? Uh-huh.
Yes.
You can pre-order January 5th. Pre-order January 5th. Love Oasis. Yes. Wow. I'm tongue-tied after that. I really am. I'm tongue-tied.
You are such a sweetheart. Thank you so much. I appreciate you so much. Thank you. Thank you.
Some people would beg to differ. She said I was a sweetheart, y'all. Some people would beg to differ. So, what song are you vibing to today? What type of music do you listen to? What do you think of the music scene right now?
Right now, I'm a diehard Beyonce fan. I love Beyonce. I don't even apologize for it. I'm a member of the Beehive, so I know there's there's a lot of new music coming out. I don't listen to as much new music as I should because there's always so much, and I think that's always the struggle. I'm an old soul, so I listen, and it's really ironic because I'm a new artist. So you would think that I'd be listening to all this new music, which I do, but I love me some old R&B. Just like soul music, I'm deep into that. Like my Spotify playlist, you would think I'm 100 years old. Like I listen to a lot of old stuff. Beyond, and I love, but contemporary artists, Beyonce, all the way. I just love her. I love Tony. Love.
So are you inspired by the older R&B female vocalists?
Yes, definitely. I definitely am. I feel like the 90s and also like the 80s, there was just something about R&B music because I try not to, there's some things that I try to incorporate from them into my art. I don't like to limit myself by saying, oh, I'm just an R&B artist. Urban pop allows for more leeway because I incorporate a lot of different things into my art. And I know you read that from my bio, but R&B artists, especially those from the 90s, there's something about them, and there's so many of them that really inspires my art. I don't know if it's the feeling, just the lyrical content. Honestly, like some of the mumble rap nowadays, and I don't mean to sound like that old person, but you just don't feel it. There's no longevity in music like that. But the 90s, I'm that girl. I'm that girl at the barbecue bumping necks. I'm that girl.
If you had the opportunity to work with any female artist or male from the 90s, who would it be?
Choose a male. I'm choosing a male just because I want to work with Devontae Swing from Jodeci.
Woo!
If I had the opportunity, girl, can I tell you? And it's not just because he was fine as hell. It's not.
Yes.
production skills. Like, he works with a lot of artists. He works with Aaliyah. He works with Tupac. He was so instrumental and is so underrated, in my opinion. Jodeci is one of my favorite bands of all time.
Yes.
And I will not take that back. I love Jodeci. And to know that he, for the most part, produced and wrote most of the songs, it's a special kind of person that can do that. He plays like maybe over 10 instruments. And I would love to work with him. Like, if I had to choose a 90s male artist, he would be the one. And since Beyonce technically came out in the 90s, I choose Beyonce as my female. Yeah.
Girl, I would love to work with him too. Maybe not the same way you trying to work with him, but I would love to work with him.
You getting scandalous? I know. He's pretty. Pardon?
On a daily basis, where do you find your motivation to just get up and grind the way you do daily? Just where do you find your motivation?
I find the motivation in, there's so many things that I draw inspiration from. But the music itself, and I don't mean music in like a general term, because of course I love music and that's why I'm pursuing it. But when I look at what I write, I just want to share it. I think community is what kind of motivates me. The desire to share my art with people, that keeps me going. I'm just like, not enough people have heard what I have to say. Not enough people have listened to what I'm singing. And that keeps me motivated that, okay, I gained one fan today. The next day, someone else will hear it. Whether they like it or not, it's just the need to share music. Because music is life. It's culture. It's a way of life. And that, just the need, the perpetual desire to always wanting to be singing for people is what drives me on a daily. And my mom, of course, because she's always in my ear. Oh, yeah, keep singing. So my mom, too.
I know that you're fairly, you consider, shout out, most definitely, shout out to your mother. My mother's my biggest supporter. She's my biggest cheerleader. So shout out to your mother. I know that you consider yourself to be a fairly, new artist, but for someone who is brand new and they may be listening now, they may come back and listen, on a playback show, what piece of advice can you offer that artist who may just be starting out and say, they listen to your music and they say, oh my gosh, she's where I want to be. She's the it girl. I want to follow in her footsteps. What piece of advice can you offer them to say, hey, this is what I'm doing and this is what you need to do? And what can you say to that new artist?
The one thing I'd say, besides the obvious, which is believing in your art and working consistently on your art, the one thing I'd say is just do it. I heard this, my stylist, shout out to her, Gabriela Mesa, she told me from the very beginning, she's just like, just do it. And that's what I encourage all artists to do, because before you go into music, and I struggled with this, I would always find the reasons why I can't do it, why this isn't for me. Oh, but I'm from the Caribbean, and Caribbean people don't do urban music. Oh, I'm doing this. I'd find all the detractors, and I would just sit on that and not do anything. But the only way to get something done is to just do it. So if you're an artist starting out, just start making the music. Start going out to clubs or music venues, start networking. Just do it, because that's the only way you'll know, if you just do it. Nothing tried, nothing done. So just do it. That's what I have to say. And it's working for me. I'm just doing it every single day. And once you just start doing it, comes a way of life. And then before you know it, you're doing it without even thinking about it. So just do it.
That's awesome. Awesome